Congratulations, Quincy. Are you happy?
Thank you so much. That's all your support and guidance. Finally, it's all done.
Okay. I think yes, it is true that we tried our level best to guide you, but it is you who actually worked accordingly and who practiced and you got the score. So before starting today's sessions, why we do this session? Quincy, it is very important because you see that the way I worked, it is very much one-on-one because I want to work with the way a person wants to do better in the PT examination. It's not about a group of people. So
Yeah.
I have seen for the last 4 years that whenever anyone gets a score or got a score previously, when I sat with them, be it a girl or boy, so I asked several questions that actually I think other students are facing. So how you have overcome those things regarding doing other jobs or taking care of your personal life, on top of that, practicing more. The same thing can also help others if we can convey the message through you, because
Yes.
the testimonials is very important, because when they can see that the girl will see, hey, this girl got the score, so I should get the score. And when I'll ask those questions and he or she can relate these things, definitely
Mhm.
they will be getting motivated. And that's my goal. And it's
Yes.
not about any kind of publicities. It's all about how we
Yeah.
can help others to get motivated.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining on time. And I'm really happy the score you got, because I was expecting good score from you and definitely you got the score. I'm also happy. Now, Quincy, could you please tell me who you are and why you need PTE score? At least a couple of sentences so that we can understand, and what are the score you achieved?
I need the score for my PR for 189 and 190 visa. It will help me in gaining 20 points for the file. And that's the only motive for now.
Okay.
The goal was 8 each, but I really got good marks.
Okay. Now, Quincy, I can recall because I was taking your call. You were deciding whether you should go for this coaching or not. You took a free class, then you decided after a couple of days, and then you thought whether you can go for 1 month or 2 months. Now, could you please tell me that how you found us and why you selected us as your PTE course? Because I believe previously you have been taught or you are guided by someone else or somebody's. So why you found us and what's the reason behind this?
Yes. So I've given PTA exam 4 times. This was the 5th time that I've scored 8 each. And I've actually searched for you on the internet, different people, because I was already taking coaching from some other institution. The I wanted to cover up the gaps. The gap was I am getting the scores every time I'm losing 2-3 marks in any module. Sometimes speaking, sometimes writing. I wanted a teacher to give me feedback, not just to attend classes. Like every teacher is like, attend class, you need to come to class, you need to come to class, and repeating the same thing. Like I've already given exam 4 times. I know what PTE is, but I need someone to give me feedback on my mistakes so that I can correct my mistakes and I can get my marks and get it done.
Okay, thank you
And
very
then I
much.
talk, yeah.
Then,
So you
then,
told me that you provide feedback, one-on-one coaching. That is was the only reason I went for you, and that it worked really well. Like you were so sportive, you were so quick with providing the feedback, no wastage of time, and only to the point feedback, and it really helped me. And that is the only reason I have scored 8 each.
oh, thank you very much. I believe that. I believe that when you are getting 79 at least 2 times and you're missing 1 and 2 areas,
Yeah.
you are
Yes.
prepared. We need to find out what are the areas you have some issues so that you are making the same
Yes.
mistakes multiple times. So this
Yes.
time you should avoid those mistakes and you can improve
Yes.
those areas. And you did fantastic. Now, Quincy, my next question is that whenever you start taking coaching from me, that means from us, so what's the difference you found that the way we actually provided you the support from the day one and the way you have been taught previously? That means try to give me the honest answer, because it is something actually people want to know, that why they need one-on session, why they need
Mhm.
the student should take more mock test or practices so that the teacher can check manually, because the system always cannot give you the best score. Could you please tell me something about that?
The one thing I liked about your institution was the website. It was really good in read alouds and speaking section, really honest and really helped me to cope up with my mistakes. Secondly, I can directly send you my answers, what I have done. It's not like I'm just practicing. I don't know like in which direction I'm going. Here the only big difference was I know what I'm doing. I'm getting the feedback, so I know what I need to correct. And then instantly you will send me the feedback in audio or video feedback, and you will sit with me, and then I will amend myself. Okay, this is not right. I need to get it done by this. And then I practice speaking every single day. I didn't put the gap, because when we put the gap in speaking, we forget that how we are supposed to speak. And before entering the exam, I did 15-16 read alouds. I in the before, like after entering the center. And then that helped me to not fumble or to not get scared while while speaking the read aloud in the exam.
Yeah,
Because
it's
if
it's a good
we are
strategy
scared, yeah,
because
if
you
we
are
are
warming
scared and
up.
we just start speaking, we are not able to speak.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way.
That happened like 4 times in for me, and then you told me that do read louds before doing exam, and I did it, and then it worked.
Yeah, to be honest, it's very important because even whenever we are getting up early in the morning, you cannot do any job. You take some
Yes.
time to get adapted. So it's
Yeah.
very, very important that before sitting for the exam, if you practice 5 to 6 read aloud, so you are doing
Yes.
some practice masses, some warm up.
Yes.
So it's also
Yeah.
help you. Now, Quincy, my next question is that many people think that they are getting good score in their speaking. That means they are doing very good in their all the five types of question speaking. After getting enrolled, what is your opinion about learning the read aloud way, the way I told you to do read aloud, the way I told you to do repeat sentence, describing detailed lectures? Do you think there is any differences people are sharing and the way I actually told you?
There was a huge difference. The only module I was like having trouble was speaking. So the previous institution was speak it very fast, speak, and he asked me to scream. I can't scream. Like I speak slowly. I couldn't understand what I need to amend in myself. Though they are saying the same thing repeatedly, but they're not focusing on your mistakes. So you told me that you need to speak slowly, you need to speak for a purpose, and you need to speak fluently. Like we are reading it. It's not that it is PT and we have to do this to get marks. It is actually English, and we need to understand that it's a English language, and we are actually reading the paragraph.
Yes. I
So
gave
the
you all the
guidance was
advice
really
based
good.
on
Yeah.
Pearson. I didn't create any kind
Yes.
of magic. I told you at the day one that I am not a magician. I can
Yeah.
show you the path. You have to
Mhm.
do everything by yourself. What I can
Yes.
do, I can assist you that, okay, these are the
Yeah.
mistakes you're making. Now,
Mhm.
Quincy, because why I'm telling to you, because I'm very impressed based on your practices. Why? I have been, doing this session for hundreds of students. But whenever I'm asking someone to do this, do that, they are not that much committed to that practice. That means they are doing, but randomly. And when they're doing one day, then second day, they are not doing the same way, the way they have done the first day. But I have seen you that what are the tasks you were assigned, the way you have done mock test, every time you are on time. And I'm very happy for that because I believe that anyone who practice continuously and show the
Mhm.
consistency of the performances, they can easily get their score. Now, Quincy, could you please tell me that some students are facing difficulties to practice and to be consistent in practicing in their personal life? They're doing jobs, they have other activities. From your own experience, could you please suggest them what they should do at least so that they can practice every single day or every single week to check their performances and focus more on what are the mistakes they have done?
So the first thing is that you need to know why you are doing this. If your why is not clear, then you have a lot of time to waste and to make excuses. My life is on the verge of getting PR in Australia, and I don't have any excuse. My job will go in like few months, and I have to leave to India. So there is no excuse of not trying and to waste your time. So if you need to get it done, that's your own responsibility. It's your life. Believe me, it feels impossible. Before opening my result, I was like, if I don't get my scores, I will study for another 5-6 days and I will give my exam. Nobody has that much belief in themselves that they're going to get this done this time. It seems impossible, but we can't sit back and make excuse of not trying. You will remain at the same position, but if you try, it might change. If it is important to you, it is your responsibility to study for 1 hour or 2 hours. At least do speaking. Don't lose your fluency or your confidence in speaking. At least do SST. It is really important. Learn, write from dictations, do blanks, reading blanks. There are few questions that you need to focus on, not whole of the PTE questions. So if your why is clear, then you will not waste your time.
Oh, that's great session because I can understand that you are very realistic because you have to accept the reality. Many people don't accept the reality. They think, oh, there are some other ways they can get it or they can handle it. But at the end of the day, if you don't get your points, there is no other way that you can get settled in Australia. The only one way to actually accelerate your score and submit your expression of interest. That's fantastic answer.
Yeah.
Now, Quincy, you have done your essay, you have done your summarized spoken text, you have done your summarized written text. I told you a couple of things regarding your essay feedback, regarding your SST and SWT. Could you please tell me that how those actually help you and how we actually set a mindset before sitting for the exam, that when you'll be sitting for the exam, you'll be focusing more on these areas. Could you please tell me something about essay, SWT, and SST?
So with the essay with my previous institution, it was a like crammed template. Whole thing was crammed, and we were so habitual of it that it's really hard to change ourselves because it is so easy to just cram and put few words. And on the other hand, with you guys, it was like rewriting your own essay. So you have to improve your grammar. You need to know where to put is, are, the, have been, has been. You actually need to work on yourself. That where the hard part comes. I googled grammar, where the comes, where comes, where are comes. Even if we know, there are little things that we need to be aware of. And then I improved myself, I improved the grammar. Then we are supposed to write by ourselves. I think that was the only reason I have scored the marks, because 4 times I got 76, 77, 73, because you don't know what you are doing. So with you guys, you told me that you need to write from yourself. You need to focus on the what is asked by the
Content.
question. Content. You need to focus on the content, not just the template. And that's the only thing that has happened with SST. Also, in SST, I had a template of 47 words previously, but this time I only wrote what was like in the lecture.
Now
That
you
was a
believe
good
that it
thing.
works. Am I right?
Yeah, it has worked. So, yes, I believe.
Because
Yeah.
honestly speaking, that Quincy, your English knowledge is good. Your way, your approach of performing is good. Only the problem was that the method you are actually using, that is, when you're using the essay, it is totally a parrot and vomiting approach. That means what is in that particular structures, you're just vomiting that. The same thing for summary spoken text. You are not using your brain. It's all
Yeah.
about copy and paste. I believe that
Yes.
if you correct that one earlier, definitely you should not wait for the fifth attempt. You should get the score within
Yes.
second attempt and third attempt,
Yeah.
maybe. Now, after taking coaching and after getting a score today, do you think that if you came earlier or if we could sit together earlier, you might get better score previously?
I think definitely. I think other institutions also, I think they are just not aware of what they're doing, or people are just, it is hard to change ourselves. I think it is same with teachers as well. They're not doing it intentionally because everybody wants their students to get good marks. But definitely, if a person is already on the track and that is how it is working, then definitely, if I would have been with you, definitely I would have got the scores.
Yeah, I know that what you are trying to say, because already it's not a money, because already 4 times, that means already more than $1,400, $1,500 gone. But I'm talking about the frustration,
Yeah,
the
it
way
was a
you
lot.
actually demotivated, the way actually
Yeah.
you didn't trust me. I can understand at the very beginning because you're, oh, this person can be like other persons, the way they sell courses. I
Yes.
know that one. I know that one because when you are taking time to make your decisions, that means is still you are thinking, is still you are searching, is still you are actually doing research that whether I will invest my money and time into these institutions or not. But what I am trying to say that PT is not about so-called templates. PT is not about so-called methods that all the 90% YouTube channels are full of.
Yes.
90% online content is full of that. Okay, do this, speak like fast sentences, speak like a bullet, just vomit that approaches. PT is not like that because you are targeting 79, that is 20 PR points. If you get 78, still you have to sit for the exam. That
Yeah.
means it's a waste of time, waste of money. At the end of the day, it impacts psychologically, economy.
Yes.
On top of that, it impacts
It was
others
very
on
hard.
the family members.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, Quincy, in future, anyone, if they want to know that, okay, hey, Quincy, if you suggest someone that who can help me to get PTE preparation better, would you like to suggest us?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. There are already a couple of people that would be contacting you.
Okay, no.
Definitely. Yeah.
Could you please
My
tell me in one
sister-in-law.
sentence why you will suggest that, okay, go to this place? Why? It's not about you got the score. What is the main reason that they should? Because I know that why I'm asking these questions, because I know there are many students like you who sat for PT a couple of times and they don't trust me, they don't trust us because they are not finding solutions. Everyone is saying
Yes.
that, okay, do it, you'll get the score, but at the end of the day, they are not getting a score. Now,
Yes.
why you should suggest them that what's the reason behind this? It's not about you got the score, any specific reason.
Specific reason is that you don't force to attend the classes repeatedly because it's going to the same thing. Sometimes we need to focus on ourselves and our practice. Secondly, you guide us, you provide us one-on-one coaching. That has played the biggest role for me. That is what I wanted or I needed. You provide feedback and you are focused on what you are doing. You are not wasting our time. You're providing feedback, you're focusing on what we need to focus on, and then you're also correcting us repeatedly. It's not one time, two time. Like, we are not scared. I was not scared to ask you or to correct myself. I
Okay,
knew
that's
that you
great.
will be correcting me. So that's the thing. People will not be wasting their time. They will get what they need to get. So that is the main point of investing your money.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I can recall that I send you the video feedbacks, audio feedbacks, and one-on consultation. Do you
Yeah.
think every time, whenever any mode of feedbacks, you understood it clearly, that was very crystal clear, that you actually corrected yourself? Do you think that every way that you got feedback, those were perfect for you to understand?
Yes, I think they were really good. And if I have questions, I don't hesitate to ask because it's my loss if I don't ask. So I never hesitated.
I know, because I do understand your where you are standing at that moment, because I can easily relate that many students who actually think that, okay, this will be like another places, the way they are trying to sell their courses. And at the end of the day, you have to survive. You have to do that one, because as
Yes,
institutions, we need students to survive as well.
yes,
But at the
yes.
end of the day, we have to do research. You have to do whatever you need to do, because it's not about just cram that, just memorize that, just go through that. It's not about, you have to focus more on the basic. Otherwise, you
Mm.
will not get the score. Am I right?
Yes. That was what was actually missing. We were not taking PT as English language, but something as a goal of just getting it done.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe that it was a nice sessions. Would you like to suggest, because you said that everyone should be very much realistic, they should focus on the reality. Apart from that, if you want to give some sort of advices based on the last 4 weeks preparation that Hafiz, last 4 weeks, the way I found, these are the top or 2 or 3 advices I would like to share to everyone who are going to sit for the exam within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Any specific 1 and 2 advices you'd suggest them?
I will say be really confident with your right from dictation. It's all in the prediction file. Open the prediction file and read them like two, three times. So every time I gave the exam, the right from dictation was same. Every time. The reading blanks was same every time. It is not hard. It is how you are focusing. What are you focusing on? So speaking module, all of it, except describing image, that's fine. Describing image is okay. Then essay, and then write from dictation, SST, and blanks. These are 4 5 questions you need to focus on. Go on the prediction file, practice everything, understand the paragraph, don't cram, understand the paragraph. When you're just journally reading something, or you are going on the roads or reading something, just become like, make it a habit of learning the words. This will help you in the listening blanks. You will not make mistakes. So journally just make it a priority till the time you don't get your scores. Make English your priority. Improve overall and focus on few questions only. Don't waste your time and practice every day.
Every day, yes, very good, very
Yes.
good. Practice every day. And it's not about that your teacher should be the magician. It is you who
No.
has to work, and who has
Yes.
to work on those areas where you're making mistakes. Otherwise,
Yes.
if you blindly trust your teachers, it will not work, because teacher is just showing you the path. Teacher cannot help you to get a score. Only you can practice. You can figure out what the mistake you're making. You can figure out where you have to improve. At the end of the day, you should get the score. The way Quincy got the score. Am I right?
Yes. And don't hesitate to make mistakes. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And if you're not getting this time, don't hesitate to try again.
I think you missed one
Otherwise,
question. That is, you have to ask as many as questions to your teachers.
Yes.
Don't
It's not
hesitate.
about repetition or ego. Your teacher is not going to say you are failing at this again and again, or you are not understanding. It's not about anything. It is just about you getting your goals. That's it.
And definitely, you
Don't take
paid
it
us,
personally.
you invested time and money, you have 100% rights that you can ask as many as questions. It is
Mm.
logical. Your teacher is bound to answer that. Am I right?
Yes.
Quincy, it's a very nice sessions, and I believe that for the last couple of days, the way we help each other, I'm always saying the way each other, because definitely I also learned that how much aggressive you were to do all the PT tasks, because I can also share other that, okay, I know one student whose name is Quincy. She was too aggressive practicing all the items. And I wish you all the best, Quincy, because I found that you are very much practical. The way you think, most of the students should think in the same way. They should not waste their time. They should not waste their money. They should find out the way they should get the score as soon as possible and work accordingly. Otherwise, it is not about a endless session. It should be done within maximum 2 to 3 months. PT is all about a 2 to 3 month chapter. No one should, carry this forward to longer period of time. What do you say?
Yes, definitely. So you are at a right place. You just need to focus on your mistakes and focus on yourself, focus on your practice. This is the right place. If I can get it, you can also get it.
Oh,
Don't doubt yourself, don't doubt the institution. Just focus and get it done.
yeah, that's great. And Quincy, the last way that every time I ask this to every students, that I ask them one sentence regarding the experiences they got or the experiences they actually had with us. I will give you maximum 10 seconds. Consider it as a repeat sentence or write from dictation. Think that I'll deliver one sentence regarding Hafiz or regarding the institutions, whatever you want to say. Any one sentence.
It was a right decision to choose you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I wish you all the best. Good night. Hopefully see you soon. And if we see, we have a cup of coffee. Okay.
No worries. Thank you so much,
No
Hafiz.
worries. That
Thanks
all
a
the
lot.
best, mate. Thank
Have a
you.
good day. Thank